12 and a half. Leveraging the emotional ingredients necessary for business success by Gary Vaynerchuk. Emotional intelligence is multifaceted and can be difficult to improve. These 12 ingredients can help you improve your emotional intelligence to aid you in success in both business and life. Ingredient number 1, gratitude. Let us start by picturing a situation. Keep this situation in mind as we will refer to it repeatedly. Imagine you're a new business owner, full of enthusiasm and ready to conquer the world. Driven by passion and determination, you have created a lot of content for your business on social media. You have audio, video, blog posts, tweets, and Instagram stories, the works. However, after 2 months of hard, diligent work, the results are underwhelming. You've gained some followers, but no new customers. You may wonder if you are on the right path or if you need to change your approach. Maybe you even question if you should give up. Quitting is not an option, however. Instead, view this challenge as an opportunity to harness emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence has 12 components, and we are going to explore them all, starting with gratitude. Gratitude means being thankful and expressing appreciation. In the scenario above, you might feel sorry for yourself or believe that the world is against you and your business. Take a moment to reflect on how fortunate you are compared to many others in this world. You are trying to start a business, right? Over 10% of the global population lacks access to simple things like safe drinking water. Over 3 billion people do not even have an internet connection. Recognize how privileged you are to have the opportunity to even try to launch your own business. Gratitude is the first and one of the most vital ingredients. It can be applied to almost every situation in life. No matter what happened today or yesterday, remember to be grateful for everything you have. Never lose sight of your blessings. Ingredient number 2, self-awareness. Self-awareness refers to having a deep, conscious understanding of your own thoughts and emotions. Nowadays, many people believe that they have what it takes to become a CEO. However, that is not always the case. Being a CEO might sound appealing, but that alone is not a valid reason to pursue it. If you aspire to be a CEO, do it because it aligns with your purpose, not just for the image. This is where self-awareness plays a crucial role. Ask yourself if you are drawn to something because it sounds impressive, or if it truly resonates with who you are. Self-awareness helps you identify your strengths and weaknesses, as well as your genuine passions and superficial ones. Returning to our scenario, as a brand new business owner, you create a lot of content, but are not seeing the desired results, like attracting more customers. How can self-awareness help? Reflect on whether the content you produce aligns with your strengths. Are you recording videos when you really should be writing blog posts, or vice versa? Are you portraying a high-energy persona when in reality you're more introverted? It is essential to leverage your strengths, so be honest with yourself about what they are. Employ self-awareness and remember the well-known advice: be true to yourself. Moreover, be prepared to adjust your approach when you are trying to be someone you are not. Ingredient number 3, accountability. Accountability means understanding that you are ultimately responsible for every situation you encounter. Let that sink in for a moment. You are responsible for every situation you experience. Although you may not be responsible for the circumstances themselves, you are always responsible for how you respond. Many people do not approach life this way. They tend to blame others. They might say, "Sally ruined my project," or "My boss doesn't pay me enough." Accountability does not involve blaming. Instead of pointing fingers at Sally, you will think, "I need to give more clear instructions to Sally in the future." Instead of complaining about your pay, you say, "I should ask my boss for a raise, or I will look for a new job." Accountability can be difficult for some people. It is not easy to admit, "It's my fault, really." However, these words do hold great power. By taking responsibility for the fault and being accountable, you regain control of yourself and the situation. In our scenario, accountability reminds you that all your decisions are ultimately up to you. You have the power to change your strategy, content, or delivery. It is all in your hands, no one else's. Keep in mind that accountability is not about being overly critical of yourself. It is about taking control of your life. This idea connects to the next ingredient. Ingredient number 4, optimism. Simply put, optimism is a sense of hopefulness and confidence about the future. It doesn't mean being naive or deluding yourself into thinking everything will be perfect and go super smoothly. Instead, it encourages you to adopt a hopeful and confident attitude towards the future. After all, hope and confidence are crucial for success in the long run. Let's revisit our scenario. How can you apply optimism here? By embracing optimism, you can challenge any negative assumptions you have made about your content. Instead of telling yourself, "I'll never create content that works," try reframing that thought as, "Tomorrow, I'll make a post that will change the direction of my business. The power of thinking this way can truly transform your content, your way of thinking, and your life. Ingredients number 5 and 6: empathy and humility. Empathy and humility complement each other so well that we can discuss them together. Empathy involves understanding and sharing the feelings of others, while humility means finding comfort in your self-awareness. Empathy involves understanding and sharing the feelings of others, while humility means finding comfort in your self-awareness. Combined, empathy and humility enable you to genuinely put yourself in someone else's shoes without feeling superior or inferior to them. Returning to our business scenario, as a newcomer in the world of business, your content is not generating the sales you desire. You are not gaining customers. By utilizing empathy and humility, ask yourself why someone should watch one of your videos. Your content is just a very small part of the vast digital landscape. People have countless options besides browsing your channel. And you are just one single person competing whole companies with millions and millions of dollars. Empathize with the fact that everyone has a plethora of choices and may not select you. Be humble in accepting this reality. Ingredient number 7: conviction. Why should someone watch your videos? Conviction is about having faith in yourself. It keeps you focused and prevents you from being swayed by others' opinions. It empowers you to stand by your own beliefs rather than relying on someone else's. Ask yourself that question one more time. Why should someone watch my videos? Or why should someone consume my content? One answer could be, because I am knowledgeable in my field. I possess unique insights that others do not have, and they should listen to me. Conviction is one of the key ingredients that safeguards you from doubt and encourages you to persevere when things get rough. Ingredients number 8, 9, and 10: tenacity, patience, and kindness. Tenacity is the determination that drives you to keep going even when faced with challenges. It is highly unlikely that you'll achieve overwhelming success overnight on your very first attempt in the business world. I mean, heck, the odds are you're not going to find easy success in your second or third venture either. When Gary Vaynerchuk first launched his YouTube channel, Wine Library TV, it had virtually no viewers. His email newsletter to subscribers didn't have much impact either. But he persisted, understanding that building a business takes time. You need tenacity. Patience is the ingredient that helps you sustain your tenacity. Without it, you will not be able to endure the numerous attempts it will likely take to make your business a success. Kindness also plays a significant role here. Being kind means being friendly, generous, and considerate, especially when others disappoint you or create challenges for you. You can never fully understand what is happening in someone else's mind or life at that moment, just as they cannot completely grasp your situation either. The lesson is to always be kind and not take others' unkindness personally. In our business scenario, you are creating social media content that is not gaining traction. You are not interacting directly with another person. So where should you direct your kindness? How about trying yourself? You are trying something new. It is crucial not to be too hard on yourself for not succeeding immediately, as long as you are trying your best. Ingredient number 11, ambition. In simple terms, ambition is the drive to accomplish or achieve something. In the business world, ambition sometimes gets a bad reputation. People with grand aspirations are often ridiculed. However, having ambitions means you are already ahead. It allows you to strategize, set goals, and work towards achieving them. Even if you do not reach your loftiest, most challenging ambition, you will likely be far ahead of the people ridiculing you. To harness ambition in our scenario, ask yourself a straightforward question. Why am I trying to grow this business in the first place? By answering this, you'll refocus your mind on the objectives and targets you aim to achieve. Ingredient number 12, curiosity. We have now arrived at the 12th and final ingredient of emotional intelligence, curiosity. Curiosity is the powerful desire to discover or learn something new. It encourages you to approach new trends, ideas, or projects with respect, attentiveness, and thorough research. Curiosity plays an interesting role in our business scenario. It may prompt you to ponder the significant impact you can have on the world, or inspire grand visions of how much your business can grow. These thought-provoking questions are not about boosting your ego. Genuine curiosity fuels your ambition and makes you wonder how far you can truly go. Example 1. Humility and curiosity. We have covered all 12 ingredients of emotional intelligence. Now we are going to shift gears and explore a few situations where you can apply these 12 ingredients in greater detail. Consider the first scenario. You and your partner are on a double date with two friends, and it's been a while since you've seen them. So you are excited to catch up. But as soon as you sit down, your friends start discussing NFTs. Those are non-fungible tokens. A subject you know very little about and are not particularly excited to talk about. What should you do? First, let's talk about what you should not do. Do not just dismiss the topic immediately or write off NFTs as, it's just some trend. Instead, embrace humility. Acknowledge, silently or aloud, that you are not familiar with this topic. Listen to what your friends have to say and don't try to change the subject. When you get home, tap into your curiosity. Go on the internet and start researching. What if this subject leads to a significant breakthrough in your life? You don't want your ego to get in the way of breakthroughs. Engaging your curiosity is easy. Just search NFTs. Watch several YouTube videos on it and follow relevant people on Twitter. Humility plays a role here too. It reminds you that you won't become an expert after just a few moments of research. No, but it encourages you to spend more time, perhaps 10 or 20 hours, educating yourself on these new topics. Example 2. Empathy, self-awareness, accountability, and curiosity. Let us move to the next example. For several weeks, you have been struggling with your coworker, Rick. You are trying to impress your organization's leaders, but Rick keeps interfering, seemingly attempting to do your job for you. You are unsure if he realizes what he is doing or not, but either way, you're frustrated at Rick. You feel that this situation is hurting your chances of getting noticed by your manager. How should you handle Rick? Start by applying empathy. Do not immediately assume that Rick has bad intentions. Instead, recognize that Rick is working hard, just like you. He might be trying to achieve a goal or secure a stable future for his family. You can't get angry just because someone else is putting in significant amounts of effort. Alongside empathy, use self-awareness. Is Rick genuinely overstepping his boundaries? Does he actually have malicious intent? Maybe. Or is it you who is actually not performing well and Rick is trying to help you to ensure that everything gets done? Are you being self-centered in your ambition? Combining self-awareness and empathy allows you to have a conversation with Rick instead of making hasty judgments. In this conversation, blend the two ingredients we've already mentioned, empathy and self-awareness, with accountability and curiosity. Tell Rick that you appreciate his determination and ambition, but you've been feeling like he's encroaching on your responsibilities. Ask if his workload is too light, if he is enjoying his own tasks, or if he thinks there is something better that you could do or improve. Through this constructive dialogue, you can determine whether you can use Rick's behavior to your advantage. Maybe Rick can take on some of your tasks, allowing you to concentrate on more critical projects, higher priority tasks. Perhaps, on the other hand, you need to bring up the issue with your manager or human resources. Or maybe you need to embrace accountability that you are not doing the best job and change something about your own performance. Regardless of the outcome, you have gathered valuable information to help you devise a plan of action for moving forward. Example 3. Optimism, tenacity, ambition, and humility. Let us move on. As a successful 47-year-old head of marketing, you are in a great position. Your salary is $250,000 a year. You're enjoying more vacation time, and you've finally achieved the perfect work-life balance. Things are going good. However, a thought keeps nagging at you. What if you started your own company and worked for yourself? You are confident you could persuade a couple people from your current workplace to join you. You could even bring them on as partners and give them each 33% of the business. Should you take this leap? Before making any decisions, first, embrace optimism. You are in a fantastic situation with multiple options. You have the opportunity to accomplish something incredible. And even if it does not work out, your impressive experience and resume will make you an even more attractive candidate in the workforce. When starting a business, tenacity and ambition can fuel your drive. However, a touch of humility can also be immensely beneficial. Are you willing to put your pride aside and temporarily downgrade your lifestyle? By cutting your expenses, perhaps with a smaller apartment in a more affordable area, you can save enough money to support yourself for a year or two. If things do not work out, you can return to your original profession and potentially secure, who knows, maybe an even higher paying job than before. Example 4. Ambition, tenacity, patience, and kindness. In this example, imagine you are a young artist, fresh out of art school. You're searching for a stable job while driving for Uber in the meantime. One day, as you scroll through Twitter, you stumble upon a conversation about NFTs. After spending a few hours researching, you realize this could be your ticket to success. What's your next move? You no longer need to solely pursue jobs in the advertising industry or Hollywood. You can actually capitalize on your creativity and passion. Remind yourself of your teenage dreams of becoming the next Leonardo da Vinci. Reconnect with the ambition that led you to art school in the first place. Next, ignite your tenacity. Take advantage of the opportunity, increase your output, and start networking. Fight for your art, even if it means staying in an inexpensive apartment with roommates. Is that not better than working at a corporation designing logos instead of landscapes? With NFTs, artists can earn a significant income by pursuing their passions. However, achieving that level of success takes time. So along with tenacity, you'll need patience to persevere even when a piece doesn't sell, or when 5 pieces, or 10, or even 50 don't sell. Ingredient number 12.5, your half. Evaluate your competence in each of the 12 ingredients. Whichever ingredient you are weakest in is your half, and that is where you should allocate extra time and attention. With these 12 ingredients, you are well prepared to tackle many issues in your personal and professional life. Now get out there and win. This concludes 12 and a half. Leveraging the emotional ingredients necessary for business success by Gary Vaynerchuk.